What happens when a powerful boss and his employee are stranded alone on a beautiful island? Most people expect romance, but this story delivers something far darker. The film opens inside a sleek corporate office at Preston Strategic Solutions, a financial management company. Linda Little works in the strategy and planning department. She is highly intelligent, skilled with numbers and long-term planning, and has given years of her life to the company. Despite her talent, she is overlooked. She arrives at work wearing plain gray clothes, heavy practical shoes, and her hair is unstyled and messy. She appears frumpy and invisible, though she is extremely capable. Linda was promised a promotion to vice president by the company founder. After the founder dies, his son Bradley Preston takes over as CEO, changing everything. Linda meets Bradley in his office. A portrait of his late father hangs on the wall behind him. Bradley sits confidently behind his father's desk, projecting entitlement. He is young, arrogant, and a clear product of nepotism, with little respect for the work that built the company. Bradley tells Linda that he has decided to give the vice president position to Donovan, his old college friend. He dismisses Linda's years of dedication and her exceptional strategic skills. He openly insults her, calling her disgusting, and makes it clear he does not value her or even truly know who she is beyond her appearance. Linda is humiliated and devastated, but holds back her emotions. She keeps her composure, swallowing her anger and maintaining her quiet corporate demeanor, even though she considers quitting on the spot. Bradley informs Linda that she must join an international business trip to Bangkok, Thailand. The company is finalizing a major merger. While Bradley and the other executives plan to play golf and enjoy themselves, Linda is expected to do the actual financial work and analysis. Linda chooses to go on the trip instead of quitting, either to prove herself one last time or because she needs the job. Linda boards the company's private jet with Bradley, Donovan, and several executives. The men drink champagne and celebrate. Bradley continues treating Linda like a servant, barking orders at her as if she is not a skilled strategist. Linda sits quietly, miserable and resigned. Bradley, Donovan, and another male executive sit together watching an audition video Linda submitted to the television show Survivor. They mock her relentlessly, laughing and making cruel comments. Linda sits nearby working, overhearing everything. She silently breaks down crying while trying to remain unnoticed. The jet takes off smoothly at first. Suddenly, it flies into a violent storm. The turbulence becomes extreme. The cabin begins to tear apart as pressure drops. Executives are pulled from their seats and sucked out through shattered windows and ripped metal. Some are strangled by their own neckties as they are dragged into the open air. Blood sprays, bodies slam into walls, and chaos fills the cabin. Linda and Bradley cling desperately to their seats as people around them die violently. The plane crashes into the ocean, and everything goes black. Linda wakes up on a deserted tropical beach. The sun is bright, the water calm, and wreckage from the plane is scattered along the shore. She is injured but alive. She searches the area and finds Bradley unconscious nearby. His leg is badly injured, with a deep gash running from ankle to knee, soaked in blood and already infected. Linda searches for others, but finds no survivors. They are alone. Bradley regains consciousness and immediately starts giving orders, demanding rescue and medical care, as if Linda is still his employee. Linda realizes she must take control to survive. Linda reveals she has spent years obsessively watching Survivor, studying survival guides and documentaries. She knows how to build shelters, find water, start fires, and identify food. For the first time, her knowledge matters more than status or money. Linda gathers supplies from the wreckage, builds shelter, finds fresh water, and starts a fire. Bradley is helpless due to his injury and can do nothing without her. Linda treats his wounds, catches fish, and brings him food and water. At first, Linda genuinely wants them both to survive. She cares for Bradley and builds a stable camp. Bradley shows no gratitude. He mocks her efforts, calls her work Susie homemaker behavior, and continues threatening her job despite the absurdity of it. He speaks often of his fiancée Zuri and dreams of his comfortable life, resenting Linda for keeping him alive in hardship. While exploring the island, Linda discovers a hidden luxury beach house on the far side. Caretakers arrive by speedboat delivering supplies. Linda memorizes the entry code, disables security, removes all kitchen knives but one, and secretly enjoys the house's comfort. She never tells Bradley. Linda realizes she does not want to leave the island. She has power over Bradley for the first time in her life. She decides to keep him trapped and make him suffer as she suffered. Bradley begins to suspect Linda does not want rescue. One evening, he prepares dinner and poisons it with toxic berries. Linda becomes violently ill. While she is weak, Bradley attempts escape on a makeshift raft. The raft collapses and he nearly drowns. Linda rescues him again. Linda recovers and retaliates. She captures a blue-ringed octopus and uses its venom to paralyze Bradley completely while keeping him conscious. She strips him and stages a fake castration using a dead rat to psychologically torture him. Bradley believes he has been mutilated. As the venom wears off, brutal fights follow. They beat each other violently. Linda reveals she once let her abusive husband drive drunk, resulting in his death. Bradley reveals childhood abuse. Both are shown to be deeply damaged. Zuri arrives on the island with a boat captain, searching for Bradley. Linda realizes rescue will end her control. She kills both Zuri and the captain by smashing the captain's head with a rock, sending them both off a cliff. Bradley later discovers Zuri's buried body and her engagement ring. He flees into the jungle and finds the luxury mansion. Linda confronts him there and confesses everything, including the murders. Linda pulls a shotgun on Bradley. He pretends to love her, but she sees through the lie. Bradley grabs the gun and pulls the trigger. It is unloaded. They fight savagely. Linda eventually beats Bradley to death with a golf club. She becomes the sole survivor. 1 year later, Linda is a celebrity. She attends a golf tournament. Glamorous and confident. She has written a best-selling memoir about surviving alone. Hollywood is adapting her story. She lies about everything, presenting herself as a heroic survivor while the truth remains buried forever. Linda's journey shows how a bullied, ignored victim slowly transforms into a gray-shade villain when power finally falls into her hands. If we look at the ending, the power dynamic completely flips. At the start, Bradley Preston holds all the power. He is the last heir of the Preston family, the CEO of the company, and Linda is invisible to him. But on the island, that power disappears. Bradley becomes dependent, weak, and desperate, while Linda controls food, medicine, and survival. When Bradley dies, the entire Preston bloodline ends with him. With no surviving heir and no one left to challenge her version of events, Linda becomes the only living witness to what happened after the crash. Back in the real world, Linda uses that advantage perfectly. She writes a memoir about surviving alone on a deserted island after a tragic corporate plane crash. The book turns her into a national sensation known as the Lady Survivor. Media, publishers, and the public see her as a strong woman who endured the impossible. Her survivor status gives her credibility, fame, and influence. The same corporate world that once ignored her now listens to her. With the Preston family gone and public sympathy on her side, Linda positions herself as a key figure connected to the company's legacy. Her intelligence, insider knowledge, and public image allow her to overtake control and reshape her future. The ending shows that Linda does not win by strength alone. She wins by using knowledge, timing, and opportunity. The movie's final message is simple and sharp. When life gives you a rare chance to rise, use what you know, take control, and do not miss the opportunity, even if it changes who you become.